What's up, everybody? How's it going? One more video for the day. Um, we'll see how this all goes, but I see Arkansas just put a bill up for legislation to see what happens with it. But basically, I can't remember what it is. It's House Bill 5162 or something like that. I don't quote me on that. I don't remember the number. I read the article this morning though, and it got me a little excited because it's about time the government is recognizing the issue we have in this country within the trucking industry. So basically, the way this bill reads is that any company or any driver who is driving a commercial vehicle and does not is a non back up a little bit has a non-domiciled CDL, in other words, a commercial driver's license from another country, or learner's permit, will not be allowed to drive on highways in Arkansas. They'll be subject to a $5,000 fine and getting their vehicle impounded. And along with not being able to speak English, there's the other part of that. It's actually in that House bill. And I think it's a high time we finally do it. And so basically, anybody that's here on a work visa and does not have a United States issued commercial driver's license that shows that they've been through training, so they have the correct license. Anybody who does not have that will be arrested. They will be subject to up to a $5,000 fine and having their vehicle impounded. They're having such a problem. Arkansas is finally recognizing the fact that with all these foreign guys, there are so many of them on the road who don't have the proper training. They don't have the proper license. They don't have the proper permits. They don't have a medical card. None of that. They're just getting in a truck and driving. And states are allowing it. And Arkansas is just, I think at this point, has gotten fed up with it and is not going to allow it anymore on their highways. Now, it hasn't passed through their House yet, but they're working on it. And I think it will. I think it'll actually pass. The other side of that, too, is if there is a company, any company, who hires non-domiciled commercial drivers and they don't have a U.S. issued commercial driver's license and they put them in their truck and send them out, that company is also subject to a $10,000 fine. So these companies that are hiring these guys and putting them to work knowing they don't have everything they need will start getting hammered for it too. Now they're gonna meet resistance, I'm sure, because let's face it, the Democrats and everybody I've talked to, some of my liberal friends that have seen videos I posted are like, "Oh, you're just racist. You just don't want them to." You know what? No. What you don't understand is you don't deal with this every single day out here the way that I do. And if you start looking and really paying attention, so many of the trucks you see will be out of states like Illinois, Ohio, New York, Washington, BC, Alberta, Ontario, Canada. We have a huge problem in this country with trucks running up and down the highway with drivers who are not safe, qualified, well-trained drivers. And I applaud Arkansas. Finally a state is willing to stand up and go, you know what? Enough is enough. We're not putting up with this anymore. This needs to be addressed. So praise God for Arkansas and their common sense. Now, if other states would follow suit, it would make the federal DOT stand up and take notice and try to get something done about this. I know the big companies and the American Trucking Association are going to just kind of poo-poo it and say, whatever, we can't afford to pay American drivers the wages that they want. The freight rates are down and depressed. It's your guys' fault, mega carriers, that the rates are where they're at. You're so greedy that you take everything at rock bottom rates, and then you complain because you can't make a profit. You can't have your cake and eat it too. You just, the way you want it. You may just have to eat plain chocolate cake with no icing on it for a while. But right there goes a JB Hunt truck, foreign guy, dude had a turban on his head, a plastic sheet protector, and a piece of paper stuck in it for all his company information. Why? Why isn't one of JB Hunt's company drivers dragging that trailer down the road? Ask yourself that when you see this stuff. Why are we seeing companies like Estes and ABF bringing on contractors and who are mainly foreign guys? Why are they bringing them on to pull their trailers? Why aren't their own trucks hauling their own freight? I actually heard a Warner driver the other day was complaining because they're telling him they don't have any loads. And he's like, I don't know, man. I think Warner's going broke. I'm like, dude, look around you. Look at all the foreign guys dragging Warner trailers around. You have the freight. They just don't want to pay you to do it. So they would just as soon let you sit in a truck stop. It's costing them less money to have you sit than it is to pay that foreign guy rock bottom price to pull their trailer. So as drivers, you should be up in arms when you start seeing that kind of stuff. You got to pay attention. You should be going to your companies. Most all these companies say they have an open door policy, and I think the majority of them do. You need to be respectful when you do it, but you need to be going in and saying, hey, why am I seeing all these other guys pulling our trailers? Why aren't we pulling our own, hauling our own freight? When I talk to them, and I'll tell you right now, these foreign guys they're pretty willing to tell you what they're doing. If you can understand the language they're speaking, they're pretty proud of it. When they start stealing stuff from other companies, they're not ashamed of it at all. So you should be checking on that. But yes, check that out. I'll put a link to that article in with this video. Check out that Arkansas bill. Read what it says. I think it's not 100% comprehensive, but I think really in all reality, like I said, I applaud Arkansas for a change. I'm not big on Arkansas's DOT, but man, I would love to sit in a scale the day this thing makes it through and gets passed, because there's going to be a lot. They're going to look like used truck lots, all the freaking DOT pullouts and scales and stuff in Arkansas. So kudos to you. Take care, everybody. I'm going to get back out of here and just keep doing what I'm doing, but I just thought I would share that with you, a little update, and let you guys make comments on it down below, what you think of it. Read the article. Let me know what your thoughts are, and be safe out there, everybody. Keep the shiny side up and the greasy side down, and we'll catch you on the flip-flop. See ya.